Hi, my name is Emily. In the story Araby, which is written by James Joyce, it's about a young boy who's in love with a young girl who happens to be his neighbor. The young boy becomes obsessed with the young girl in a very sexual way as he begins to stalk her and watch her in her house through a window. This relates to Thomas Foster's How to Read Literature Like a Professor because it talks about, in the chapter, it's all about sex. Foster talks about how sex is often not stated directly in text, but metaphorically. And in Araby, the author doesn't blatantly say that the young boy is masturbating to the thought of the girl, which is what he's doing while he watches her next door. And so it wasn't stated directly, and just you have to use context clues to figure out that that's what he's doing. And so in Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, which is written by Dylan Thomas, it's about a grown man who's talking about the life of his dying father, and this relates to also how to read literature like a professor, because in the chapter it's never just heart disease and rarely just illness. It talks about how disease and illness is really frightening and sudden and severe to family members of the dying person, where Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night is talking about a man and his dying father, and he's angry at the world pretty much that his dad is dying. And it also talks about how it's important to know that as you're dying that your life was meaningful and you're not really dying for no reason, kind of. And then in Outpost of Progress, which is written by Joseph Conrad, it's about two white men in Africa named Kayerts and Carlier, who had a slave named Makola. And this is about racism and power distribution during that time. And this relates to how to read literature like a professor, because the chapter, it's all political, talks about politics and racism and power, which is consistently what An Outpost of Progress is about. Yeah, thanks.